Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this space. I'm going to be doing the reading for November for you guys, but if you find yourself here not in November, you might want to check the video out, might be for you. So I'm going to be doing these readings a little bit different. Instead of talking about the placements and the planets, we're going to be moving a little bit more intuitively because it feels right in this Scorpio season. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so since we're in this Scorpio season, we know that Scorpio is about death because we also have life. In order for something to live, something must die. There has to be a trade-off of energy. If you want a relationship to live and prosper and be alive, there has to be an exchange of energy. And there comes a time in our life where things just have to die. Things have to be released. And I feel like for some of you, you're going through a bit of an identity death, an ego death, an identity death, where I do know that Saturn is in your sign, and that can be a heavy hitter. I have not even ever personally had Saturn in my sign as maybe like as a kid I did, but not now as being older. And just from Saturn being in a specific placement, like in my chart, not even in my like where my sun sign is, it's some transformative energy. Oh, okay. So I guess what's going on in your 8th house for some of you, if you know your birth chart information, what's going on in your 8th house? This isn't easy all the time, but it's necessary. And I think you know that. Because God wants you to know that God, Spirit, Universe wants you to know that this is for a reason. There's no death with no nothing. This is for a reason. Try to stay open-minded and open-hearted about what's essentially being taken away from you at this time. Because nothing will be taken without something being given or returned. But at the time, it may seem like, why is all this happening to me? Why is everything falling apart? So everything can fall together, actually. Oh, okay. So there, songs have been coming up a lot in my readings. So the song by Kanye West, All Falls Down, is a good example. I think you guys should look that song up. A part of who you are is what you do, or a part of, I don't even necessarily know if that is actually a part of who you are, but it's definitely a part of how we define ourselves. It's a part of our identity. And something you need to ask yourself is, how do you give? How do you show up in this world? How do you give to your relationships? How do you give to your children? How do you give to your work or your life purpose? Because I think you're starting to redefine that. How am I showing up everywhere? Am I showing up with love? Am I really feeling this connection between me and my job, me and my child, me and my husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, me and my associates, me and my friends, you and what? I know we just got out of Libra season, and Libra season was sort of talking about how you relate to everything. You have a relationship with everything. You relate to literally everything. It's important to find the balance. Maybe if you've been a little over here and kind of ignoring these kinds of things in life, or not even ignoring it, but you've been so focused on this side of maybe work and home, then you've kind of let go of your friendships and something else, you know? So it's time to find balance within how you're showing up within all those relationships. I heard sharing is caring. I hear this one song. I don't know who it's by, but it goes, people all over the world, join hands on a love train, whatever that is. The song, I didn't sing it very well, but you know what I mean. I'm getting that too. I also do feel like you guys, okay, so each one teach one. You learn some knowledge from your life experiences or whatever it comes to you. We're all channels for the divine. You have some knowledge, and then it is your responsibility to teach this information to others. Do you feel like work is work, or do you feel like work is fun? What is work to you anyway? Maybe whatever it is that you want to do, you want to share with people what you do have in you, your gifts and your talents. But it's also important to, how do you relate to that? Because I feel like you relate to work like work and seriousness, and it's like you can have fun at work. You can play at work, you know? You can make it fun. You can surrender to your passion. Are you passionate about it? What you do? Because if you are, you can allow that to be there's a song coming, there's a thing coming, you know, that ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, or something like that. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Okay. Oh, well, some of you, okay, you might want to be a teacher or a school teacher, or Okay. Um, you might want to be teaching, especially children. And then that song, Ring Around the Rosie, I think it's about like some kind of plague or something that happened a long time ago. It's kind of like weird, but it like taught people about it. And I don't know like if they made it up so that kids could remember or what it was, but it was like a thing. It rhymed. So look at work like that. Maybe you can make a poem or you can make a song or like something to get whoever you're trying to teach to remember it better, because we all remember songs. Like songs have been popping up in my head like all day. So if you incorporate it into like a song or a poem or something that rhymes, I feel like it'll be more receptive and it'll be more fun for everybody, you making it and for them learning it. And you remember like for a long time a lot of times. There is something here about remembering to take care of yourself. There's a song called Free Falling. I don't know who it's by, but it's like, yeah, I'm free, free falling, yeah, I'm free. Something like that. And I don't even know the lyrics to that song, but it popped up, so take it as you may. You might want to look it up. But you do need to take care of yourself, because the foundation. Okay, so you might be that song, work, 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 work. You see me do it? You're doing a lot of work, but then you're not taking care of yourself, and in a moment you'll be free falling, because that ain't gonna work. The foundation, you are the foundation. People really sleep on self-care. Like, I don't know why, but they do. When you have to take care of yourself, like if you can't function or like walk, talk, just first of all appreciate the fact that like if you're healthy, whatever you have, whatever health that you have, whatever physical abilities, emotions, and things that you can do with your body, as well as your mental well-being, because not everyone has the luxury of having that at this time. And people sleep on taking care of themselves. You understand that like your life is based off of you, like your what's going on in your mind, and then like your body. If you can't move because you can't walk, then you're not able to get certain things done, or it takes longer, or you need help. You can't even show up like in your relationships, in your work, in anything that you're doing if you're stressed out and depressed and like you're going crazy in your mind. So it's important to mentally and physically take care of yourself at this time. And they are very closely related, because what do they say? Change your mind and the body follows, or something like that. If you're having a whole storm going on in your head, you're going to have to calm it down in order to It's affecting your health. That's actually what I'm seeing. Your mentality, your thoughts, whatever you have going on in your head, if it's chaotic, it's literally affecting your health. Like, you might find yourself feeling weaker, or feeling more tired, or feeling in your body, actually, like feelings, aches, pains, just different. I guess for some of you, heartburn, or just physical symptoms. You're needing to clear your mind, get your mind, maybe meditate, maybe pray, maybe listen to relaxing music, whatever you got to do. Take a walk. Oh, there's this song called Take a Walk. I don't remember who it's by either, but it's a good song. I like it. And it's like, and he's talking about like all these problems that he has, and like how he goes and takes a walk, because like it's a lot. But you got to clear your mind in order to keep going. Okay, so in the Bible, I believe that's where this comes from. There's something that says something about people not being able to receive the kingdom of heaven unless they become a child again, or are like a child again. Something along the lines of that. I'm paraphrasing, but it's important to take a look at that, because, well, when you're a kid, you have an abundance of happiness. Okay, I heard health is wealth. Literally, some of you guys literally need to take care of your health. Health is wealth. Happiness is wealth. You can be the richest person in the world, but if you're unhappy and if you're unhealthy, how long do you think that's gonna last? You'll just be a person with a lot of money and resources, but you're not able to actually do stuff. And you feel shitty. And who wants to live life like that? Yeah, I heard the most important things in life are free. You can have everything, but what is life without happiness? Like, what, seriously, what is life without happiness? It's almost like when you feel good, when you feel in love. Take for an example of if you've ever been in love. When you feel in love, when you feel happy and fulfilled about your life, you feel wealthy. You feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you're on cloud 9. Like, you feel like you're just floating on top of water. Like, you just feel great. Those emotions turn into physical reality, you know, like literally just by feeling good and feeling happy and great. Your physical reality can change a lot. Because it's all about perspective, right? Someone can have the things that you want but not feel happy. And so when they look at their life out of their lenses, it doesn't feel complete. It doesn't feel happy. And you could just, you could have the health and the happiness that they want. And when you look out of your life, you may not have the physical things that they have, but you do have what they want on the inside. And when you look at your life and your world, it looks different. You know, I thought, wouldn't it be so cool if, you know how we perceive life and stuff like that, we actually had like some physical glasses and we could like give it to somebody else and allow them to see the world from our perspective. Wouldn't that be really cool? So they could see like what we're experiencing. They can experience what we're experiencing, or see life how we could see it. But that's kind of how life is anyway. We're all just seeing life from our different perspectives. What you want to do is make sure that your perspective is self-serving and not self-sabotaging. Okay, so okay, so some of you guys you have a lot of ideas at this time, and you are ready to do something with them. Or you're starting to put together ideas within yourself. You're very fruitful at this time. And I just need to remind you to have patience with your ideas. Because, like as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And also, everything starts out as a seed. And the full potential of whatever it is in the seed. If we had a seed here and it was a rose, and then another seed here and it was like a tomato, and another seed here and it was like a tree, those are three completely different things, but they all start out as a seed. And all of the DNA and all of the everything that it is and that it's going to be starts out in that seed. It has everything that it needs in the seed. Of course, you have to water it and nurture it and allow it to grow. But the point of this is that you have to do that with things in your life. It takes time. The full potential of everything that it is already there. And it's going to turn out how it's supposed to. But you do have to continue to nurture it. Continue to work on it. Continue to feed it, give it life, because it's just a seed. Like, it is life, like seeds are life. So like I said, the tree and the rose and the tomato, if you don't water it, if you don't plant it, it's just a seed, just like your ideas. If you don't plant them and water them and nurture them and make them a reality, they will always just be an idea. This is about turning thoughts into things. It's about the creation process, basically. And remember to be patient with it, because it will happen. I do believe that some of you, okay, so that one song by Eminem is like an older song, and I think it's like, I am whatever you say I am, and if I wasn't, then why would you say I am? Don't know why that came up, but that's the song that came up. So some of you have some very interesting thoughts and ideas about whatever, life in general. They're very empowering, though. They're certainly outside of the box. And some people might feel like it's literally like outrageous. Like, it's like, what? It's actually very enlightening and very freeing. it may make you a little hesitant to communicate it because not everybody's on that same wavelength. But Aquarius, you already know what it is because you guys are like that. You think outside the box anyway. You're ruled by Uranus, and you're very eccentric and different, unique. So you're gonna think like that anyway. You may be hesitant to communicate whatever this is, but I feel like you should do it because it's empowering. For an example, I'm going to talk about something that I feel like kind of relates to this. So some people believe in God and the Bible to a T, like to the exact. I do believe in God and the Bible, but I don't believe in it in the way that I used to believe in it. So for some people, it's like, you know, God does everything and you are the son or daughter. Yeah, sorry guys, there's just a lot of stuff going on outside. So you are the son or daughter or whatever, and like God is in control all the time. And other people believe in like you co-creating with God, you co-creating with the universe. Like God has power, therefore you have power. Or that God isn't like in the air or anything, like God is in you. Or some believe that there is a heaven, and some believe that, you know, everybody has different beliefs. But what I'm trying to say is the more so belief that I have is that thing, whatever you want to call it, and I'm not so big or get spent over what people call it because I don't think that matters so much, but some people do. And then they get all offended. But I'm looking for reasons to not get offended in this life because who has time to keep on going around being offended? Nobody has time for that. It's not worth it. So, it holds power and you hold power and you're a powerful co-creator with it. And that's more empowering. It's more empowering of a thought instead of being like, oh, well, it holds power and I pray to it for what I want. And, you know, it's kind of like putting the power away from you. Or even like saying stuff like the devil, you know, like, oh, well, the devil did this and the devil did that. And like, I don't believe in that, me personally. And maybe we're on the same wavelength, maybe we're not, okay? But I believe we do things to ourselves. Like we make life hell essentially by our thoughts and by not following our true selves and not being connected with God and the divine. But like I said, that's just my own personal thoughts. Everyone's different. But I would say that my beliefs are more empowering versus like giving my power away to this other higher power or this other lower power. And maybe that's something that you guys believe or you want to share, but it's just different. But that's okay because the people who think like you will vibe with you, and the people who don't, it's all right. Like, even if I don't believe the same things as those other people believe, that doesn't mean that there isn't any truth in what they're saying, and I'm not going to chastise them for their beliefs. Some people do, but I feel like, what's the point of that? Anyway, point being is you should share that information. So there is something here about following your bliss. What makes you happy? What's your pleasure? What do you love to do? Because there is something, and there's an opportunity to work with it. But here's the thing. So if you get caught up in you have to have the will. This is about willpower. You have to have the will in order to do things. You can have the want and the desire, but you also have to have that fire, that willpower to complete it, to go with it. Maybe you've let it be at bay for a while, but it is time to, I heard, wake up the beast. Because it's receptive to you. So if you don't give, you can't get. And you might feel like the thing that you want to do, or the person you want to have, or where you want to go, because this could be a lot of different things, is scary, basically. But remember, a lion can be a very scary creature to some people. And to others, it can be a very warming creature. It can be something fun. It can be something that they like. Remember, there's people who have pet lions. There's people who willingly walk up to lions with no fear. I mean, like, whatever you want is going to be receptive to you. So if you look at, specifically, let me give an example of like starting a YouTube channel. If you look at this as scary, then it's going to give you that back. Like I said, you have a relationship with everything. Do you know why people are able to approach lions and creatures that some people would literally just could never? The authority, the fearlessness and the authority that you present. Because as we know, and we say all the time, that animals, or specifically lions or cats, they're very intuitive and that they can like smell fear. They know it. And when you don't come with that energy, and you come with the energy of being bold and brave, it's going to be receptive to you. It will allow whatever it is. You have to have that inner authority within yourself. And as I was saying, listen, whatever you believe in, whether it is like God or the universe or whatever, you know, it's powerful. It's all powerful. And you have that in you. So what is a lion, really? It's just a lion. It's whatever you associate with that lion is what it's going to be. Because like essentially, when you strip everything away from it, everybody's perspectives, it's just a big ass cat. And then whatever you attach to that is what it will be. So you need to remember that. I heard, I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. Essentially, that's where a lot of prosperity will come from. Facing your fears, or what you feel like was fearful, because when you face it with that boldness and you set that intention, like, this is going to work out. I'm not afraid of this. Like, I'm going to nail this, or it's going to turn out good, or I'm going to make this work. I can't be afraid of that thing, or you'll always let it control you. Just like a lion. People don't go up to a lion and stuff like that. They let the lion control them because they're too afraid. But when you go in there, you own the power. You're like, I'm doing this. It's really about stepping into your power and your authority. as a person, as a being. I definitely feel like this is life purpose related or career related, but whatever it may be. There's a song by the Beatles. I think it's the Beatles. I think it goes something like, I've seen sun and I've seen rain. I've seen something that I thought would never end. There's something about a song from the Beatles. And there's another song that, what it says, for everything turn, 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 there is a season. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these songs, guys, like it's coming up, but I'm getting Beatles vibes here, like songs where that's kind of how you feel about the world, and you really want to express this truth that, like, the world is okay, actually. It's not going to shit. It's okay. You want people to understand the truth, the divine truth, like, everything is about perspective. Something about there is only love, there is only peace, there is only light, and we create chaos and destruction and darkness and things with the mind and like the ego, and that's like not what we come from. Like, that's created in our minds, and we're not our minds. We're the thing that controls our minds. It's things that we create, but really essentially where we come from when we surrender all of these thoughts. Like, it's all about perspective, it's all about thoughts. I guess that's why some people who are like monks and spiritual leaders and teachers, they're always so chill and like happy and like at peace with themselves, because they have this understanding, and they're also able to give a lot of hope to other people because of this understanding, because a lot of things are just created in our mind. That's interesting. I do feel like some of you really want to either be a teacher or mentor, or you want to go back to school. Either you want to teach something or you want to learn something. And it will bring you a lot of happiness. I am seeing, though, if specifically you want to teach something, you need to let go of the outcome. There's this, I don't have the paper by me right now, but there's this guy who I listened to on YouTube one time, and he was basically saying that when you are doing life, these are 3 rules to live by. And he said, be authentic, surrender the outcome, and do hard shit. whatever it is, or whatever you want to teach or do, be authentic, be you, and surrender the outcome, and do the thing that you may feel like is hard. Because when you do the things that you feel like are hard, life becomes easier for you. It's the times that we really we do things that are easy, and then life becomes harder because we're avoiding doing the thing that we should be doing, or we should have been doing. But I see that this is something that will bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. Teaching or going back to school or learning something. It may not even be in a school setting, just learning something. You'll be very fulfilled, and you'll like the exchange of energy a lot. I get that song. I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, and don't it feel good? Yeah, I got that. That came up. Okay, so I pulled some other cards for you guys. You guys got this card, the Monster Within and Free Will. This is from the Les Vampire deck, and I figured it's only fitting. It's Halloween time, October. So I do feel like when I was talking about in the beginning of this reading that you're shifting your identity and like what you think about yourself, who you think that you are, you're working on it. You're working on yourself in many different ways. Be gentle with yourself. Understand that it's a process. Like I said, the gestation, the birthing process, like if you're transforming, you know, caterpillar to a butterfly, or you're just transforming as a person, you're transforming your life or a part of your life, you know, you have to, like I said, some part of it has to die, and then from there, part of it lives. But you're gonna have to keep watering it. If it's something is new, like a new seed, you have to pay attention, you have to water. It's just going to take consistency and time. And Saturn is kind of like that. It's not like skip steps so we can 1, 2 skip a few, we can make it happen. No, Saturn is going to be like, we're going to have to do this right. We're going to take our time, because at the end of the day, with that flower, or what did I say, tree or tomato, or I think flower, something like that, it will end up being beautiful. It won't be wilted, it won't be warped or anything like that. It will be strong and beautiful, and more will grow from there. You'll have something that even more can grow from what you created. What do they say? Good things take time, or something like that. It's true. Things that are very lasting in fulfillment and stuff, they take time, because it took that energy to create it, and then it just keeps flowing after that. But usually when things happen all quick, it's nice, but it's the sustaining of it, it's what keeps it nice. Also, just remember, like I said, you hold the power. We got this lion in here. Also, you guys had gotten this card, but it was in reverse. And it's like, the lion is a symbol for power, independence, power, your fire. You hold the power. You can do this however you want to. You hold the authority over your own life. You're not a victim unless you choose to be. And you even have the power to do that, which is really funny, because we're like sometimes feeling like a victim, but you actually have the power to choose if you want to feel like a victim or if you want to feel like a victor. You can do this thing called life however you want to. You can look at it however you want to. You don't need permission from anybody, and you don't need to make no excuses to go after what you want to. like I said, this is really about stepping into your power. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a little butterfly affirmation card just to wrap up you guys' reading. Not many songs came through as I thought would, but that's okay because maybe you guys are not in a musical singing mood. That's all right. Okay, so what do we have here for Aquarius? Okay, you guys got one. Okay, hold up. That's too many cards. But I am going to shuffle again to see if another one comes out. Okay. Whoa, okay. A few of them. So, you guys got, every day I am stronger, braver, and wiser. I live and grow in harmony with the universe. How fitting. Life is good to me. I give myself permission to switch off my mind and have some fun. Okay, so that's this one. And this was in the beginning of the reading when I was saying you need to have some fun, allow yourself to, even if I was talking about work and allowing it to be, you can make things fun, okay? Or aside from that, if you need to like step aside and clear your mind and go and play and have some fun and then come back to work, do that, because that's going to help your vitality. Your mental, remember I said your mental and your physical health are the most important things. So give yourself permission to do that. And like I said, I give myself permission, not somebody down the street, not my boss, not my whoever, me. I give myself permission to do that because that's what I need. I feel like some of you guys need to say that. I need a break, so I'm going to take a break, okay? Do that. Life is good to me. Like I said, you have the choice. You have the free will to say what is life to you. It's all about perspective. Remember when I was talking about perspective earlier in the reading? Do you feel like life is good to you? Because if you do, it will be. And every day I'm stronger, braver, and wiser. I live and grow in harmony with the universe. It's a work in progress. This is a work in progress, okay? I know that you're trying to get things done and you want to be who you're ready to be, but enjoy the process. Enjoy what you're learning. Try to find fun in it. It's like you're going through it anyway. You're going to have to go through it anyway. Why can't you make light of it? Why can't you make... And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but appreciate the fact that you are growing and that whatever does come your way is definitely making you a lot wiser and a lot stronger than you were before. But like I said, when you do the hard stuff, when I said be authentic, surrender the outcome, and do hard shit, when you do the hard stuff and you allow it, you're allowed. That takes courage, okay? So kudos to you. That takes courage. That takes... It just takes things. Like most people won't step up to the plate because they're afraid, or they're stagnant, they're content with where they are, they want more but they're afraid. Most of the time it's fear, living out of fear instead of love. But when you decide that you're going to take on the challenges like head on, when you're going to allow whatever's coming at you to flow into your life and you're going to learn what you need to learn from it and move forward, that is growing and flowing in harmony with the universe. You may be at this phase where it's like you have to learn some things, you have to complete some things, but because you're allowing it and you're going through it and growing through it, it makes the process so much more easier. You're dropping resistance, basically. Anyway, thank you guys for coming and staying. If you've stayed this long in the reading, I very much so appreciate you watching the video. My information is going to be in the description box below. If you like the video or anything in the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I just want to let you guys know that you are powerful co-creators, and you're awesome. And I love you, and thank you again for being here. Bye.